Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I struggle with the smell of poo, so I think a high-profile job with no pay.
I would prefer to have the high-profile job without pay, because if I was high-profile, I'd market myself.
All right, guys, y'all looking at the thumbnail, y'all looking at the title of the video, y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Content for today comes from the brother from another mother. It's complicated. If you guys are not following yet, you're tripping. Title of today's video, Equal Pay, Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women When It's Complicated. This one shall be a good one. Without further ado.
Why are some industries dominated by men and others by women?
Oh. Dang, I don't know.
Why are there more female than male strippers and prostitutes? And what does that say about society?
That sex sells, and the female body is more pleasurable to look at, I guess.
Would it be possible to sell sex if men did not sexually objectify women?
No.
No.
That's why I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, they
If I
hookers?
didn't get objectified, I wouldn't get paid.
As long as you pay.
Yeah.
That's how people view women.
Okay. Why don't men complain about female strippers and prostitutes earning more than male ones?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
How much of our economy is
Shout out to IC. Your ability to have these or ask these questions in a way that doesn't piss people off is a gem. All right?
driven by men buying things to please and impress women?
Oh, that's... Man, it's got to be close to 100%, if not, in the high 90s,
Would you agree that most consumer spending is geared towards women?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the statistics are right. I think 86% of consumer base is women.
Would you also agree that the media pushes a campaign of fear and consumption by exploiting men's need for female validation?
Yes.
Yeah, look at dating websites. They're not there to find love. They're there to extract as much resources out of men as possible.
Yeah.
So why is there so much talk about the exploitation of women, but we never talk about this exploitation of men?
Because men are just considered cannon fodder, just considered expendable, just considered throwaways, right? And I think it comes from a history of putting 18-year-old men up to die in war. And that culture, and that war culture has trickled down into the reality of today. But men are viewed as expendable within a patriarchy, right? Makes sense.
It's like the society growing up thing, toughen up, young man, or, men don't cry or something like that. It's expected of men to front the bill.
Finally, why is there so much talk about a gender pay gap, but not a gender spend gap?
Oh.
I sometimes I believe women want to be men in the sense of that they want the ambition, they want the drive that they have, they want the results, but results aren't given to everybody equally.
How should we determine which jobs are more valuable?
It's about supply and demand when it comes to value, what's valuable. So
Good answer.
it's if it's cracking, if it's a lot of people that want the business, whatever the job is offering, then it should pay more. Like McDonald's, man. I think McDonald's workers should get paid more. They making all them goddamn cheeseburgers, man. Pay them McDonald's workers more money, man.
So he contradicted himself. It's not about supply and demand. If you're talking about McDonald's workers, pay them more money because, yeah, they work hard, but there's a lot of them. Yeah, you can easily hire a McDonald's worker, okay? And the demand for them it's going down because you can put electronics in the same place as a human being to take someone else's order, right? So he started off good. He started off from a position of, listening to an economics course, supply and demand, and then, defaulted into the typical arguments regarding how hard someone works. No, you have to develop high income earning skills. You have to do that. It's incumbent on you to be able to do that if you want to get paid more. Being a McDonald's cashier is not a high income earning skill. You can't just, in a capitalistic society, you can't just will the economy to pay people more outside of the pressures of different organizations and the brand representation of not raising their minimum wage when companies around them are. Okay, let's keep going.
Get paid more. They making all them goddamn cheeseburgers, man. Pay them McDonald's workers more money, man.
Women can do more than men can in certain aspects, and men can do more than women can in certain aspects.
So if a man is making more, it's because he's doing a job that I probably can't do.
So can we agree that men and women are different?
Yes.
There you go.
There it is.
What does it mean when
not them.
somebody says that's a man's job?
Oh.
I think in society it's
Oh,
meant
God.
to mean that it's like a more macho or like laborious job, society-wise.
Okay, what's a woman's job?
A woman's job is anything she wants to be. I mean,
Well, wouldn't a man's job also be anything he wants it to be then?
in the same respect, yeah.
Hard work, labor, out and open.
What's a woman's job?
Cook, clean, and make sure the house is good.
Do you think most women want to do those jobs today?
They
No.
should.
But do they want to?
No.
Probably not.
So why are men still expected to be what women want if women are no longer encouraged to be what men want?
Good
That's the
follow-up.
world we live in.
Isn't that a world of double standards?
It is.
Mechanics, getting your hands dirty,
Yeah.
moving labor,
Yeah.
driving trucks. The list could go on and on.
Why are women more concerned with the ratio of male to female CEOs as opposed to the ratio of lower paid, dangerous, dirty jobs done mostly by men?
I think because women who want to start their own business or want to be their own CEO are frowned upon because it's looked at that's a man's job, not a woman's job.
It's on the tip of my brain. It's like they don't even acknowledge that as something that makes the world go round. We're in Las Vegas. Men built all of these skyscrapers, roads. There's probably some women in there, but yeah, they're just invisible to that.
Yeah, you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. That was built by a man, probably. Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I struggle with the smell of poo. So I think a high-profile job with no pay, because when you think about it, it would come with incentives.
You can pay your mortgage though.
I guess there's pros to both of them, but to give you a flat-out answer, I would prefer to have the high-profile job without pay, because if I was high-profile, I'd market myself to be sponsored by some company and just keep working at it and get money, get paid, do more with that platform I have.
What's interesting is that she commented before on men's job versus women's job. So you would rather not do what's typically known as a man's job for $100,000 per year, but instead take something with more power or access or status for $0 per year. And, you have a workaround of how you're going to market yourself to make money for other ways, like speaking engagements, endorsements, and stuff like that. Right there, you are confirming the malarkey or the lack of reality that you speak of. You're saying it right there.
I'm cleaning sewers for $100K, man. Ain't no shame in my game.
I'm cleaning sewers. There's no question about it.
Why?
More money.
Clean the sewers. I'm just going in my head. No, I'm going to clean the sewers for $100,000
Step up,
a
man.
year.
Or
Step
clean
up, man.
sewers for $100,000 a year?
I'd rather the first one.
Of course.
Okay, so wouldn't that
So it's about
explain
power.
why you're paid less?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do...
Because I really don't want to do that.
Right.
You don't want to do the dangerous, dirty jobs. So could that possibly be why so many women earn less money than men?
Yep.
So is that based on discrimination or based on choice?
And choices.
I see. You got to put those list of questions that you just asked at the end in the beginning of the damn video. We had a conversation about this, my G. The last component of the video was probably the most important. Because the argument of why is there not enough women CEOs is not the same argument as why is there enough women working in the sewers? Because y'all don't want those jobs. The young man was talking about earlier, supply and demand, which is true, but sewer workers, ice road truckers, cable line installers, right? Plumbers make so much more money because there is a high demand for that work and not enough supply. When you combine the two, then you get what they are paid. But what I've learned from this video is that A, there are some roles and some jobs that men like to do more often or more readily than what women would like to do. And B, we learn that really the argument for women today is about having the access to do whatever that they want without necessarily in reality wanting to do that work. And C, I'm beginning to think that this is a lot more about power than about equal rights, because the arguments stem from equality in numbers from powerful positions, right? And the women here have demonstrated that they're more apt to take $0 per year for a high profile or a high power position. Woo, this one was a doozy here today, but I think that we got active. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. All right. Guys, go click the link down in the description box down below to go look at the complete video. I'm sure I chopped and screwed it all up. So go over there and show I see it's complicated. He's just doing his respect. That brother is working hard over there. All right. Last but not least, guys, I got a Patreon. If you guys want to be a part of the inner sanctum, the inner circle, click the link down below. We have conversations like this often up on my Discord server. So come in, beam through, and come have conversations with your boy as well as the community of awesome people. I'll see you soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.